It's Friday. It must be Commodity Corner. And here I am. It's Bubba with Commodity Corner. And, you know, we've been watching these markets, and as you all know, I have been bearish gold for a long time, and gold continues to not disappoint. It continues to rally a little bit and then get sold off. And I'm looking for that gold to come down and test that low, the low 1520s, and then we'll take a chance and possibly reevaluate it. Oil has been stubbornly holding, but I still would suspect that oil will come down and take that $75 out. The grain markets have been monsters. Now, I think that we have now reached the pinnacle of where they're going to go. You can see by some of the ag stocks now are starting to sell off a little bit. I think you'll see that, you know, we had the blow-off market. We talk about that often. What is the blow-off market? We had the blow-off market, and you're starting to see that the grains, although still slightly strong, are starting to take some air out because prices eventually match what the product is worth. So you can only go straight up for so long. And that's just, you know, you can go back and look at housing if you want to convert commodities. You can look at gold. Look at anything. Okay, you can only go so far. Cotton, sugar, name them. Okay, they can only all go so far until they have to come back down and find out what is a really fair price to pay. And you can go back in history. Maybe one day we'll do some of the panics and why some of this stuff happens. But commodities, you know, as long as the dollar remains strong, commodity prices should remain weaker because they are benchmarked against each other. So looking at this week, as I like to do on Fridays, I always like to make my predictions. I'm going lower across the board, okay? Except for the U.S. dollar. I think the dollar will be higher, okay? I think the bonds are still in that bubble territory, so I don't know anything to do there yet. But I think the market, I think the stock market, the oil market, the gold market, and the grain markets will all be lower. Everybody have a great weekend. Remember, any questions, comments, anything you'd like me to cover here, please do. Remember Bubba's Picks, Friday. Have a great weekend. The Bubba Show. Talk to you on Monday.